Akashwani presents morning news. Good morning, I am VC Pramod. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to launch Mantri particularly vulnerable tribal groups development mission from Khunti district of Jharkhand this morning. Prime Minister to also release 15th installment of PM-KISAN scheme worth 18,000 crore rupees and launch Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra. Campaigning for single-phase assembly elections in Madhya Pradesh and second phase of polling in Chhattisgarh to end this evening. Railways running around 1,700 special trains across India and creates record number of 26 lakh additional berths this festive season. India's wholesale inflation continues to decline for 7th consecutive month in October. And in ICC Men's Cricket World Cup, India to take on New Zealand in the first semifinal in Mumbai today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will launch Pradhan Mantri particularly vulnerable tribal groups PVTG development mission, a 24,000 crore rupee scheme today on the occasion of 3rd Janjatiya Gaurav Divas from Khunti district in Jharkhand. The mission will benefit 75 PVTGs in 18 states and UTs living in 22,544 villages in 220 districts having a population of around 28 lakhs. More from our correspondent.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will pay floral tributes to Bhagwan Birsa Munda on his 148th birth anniversary and 3rd Janjatiya Gaurav Divas at Bhagwan Birsa Munda Memorial Park, a museum in Ranchi. Today happens to be the 23rd foundation day of the tribal-dominated state, Jharkhand. Jharkhand was carved out of Bihar in the year 2000. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will also be the first Prime Minister to visit Ulihatu village in Khunti, the birthplace of tribal freedom fighter Bhagwan Birsa Munda. Shilpi, Akashwani News, Khunti.
Mr. Modi will also launch Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra to ensure saturation of flagship government schemes. Ministry of Information and Broadcasting Secretary Ajay Apurva Chandra has said that Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra is the largest ever initiative of the government to reach out to people. In an exclusive interview with Akashwani News, he said the vision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi is that nobody should be left behind and Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra will be helpful in achieving this goal.
This Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra has been organized as a project for saturation of all the scheme because the Prime Minister believes that 100% of the beneficiaries should be covered. And that is why I think this is the largest ever endeavor to reach all the Gram Panchayats of the country. More than 2.5 lakh Gram Panchayats will be covered over 2 months with IEC van and several departments participating. 17 schemes have been identified for rural areas, 17 different schemes for urban areas, which will be the focus of this particular yatra. And the line which we are using is Hamara Sankalp Viksit Bharat, which means that we are committed to make India a developed nation.
Mr. Modi will also dedicate to the nation and lay the foundation stone of multiple development projects worth around 7,200 crore rupees in Jharkhand. Prime Minister will also release the 15th installment of PM-KISAN scheme worth over 18,000 crore rupees. The PM-KISAN scheme is one of the largest direct benefit transfer schemes. Financial benefit of 6,000 rupees per year in 3 equal installments is transferred into the bank accounts of farmers across the country through DBT mode. Till now, more than 2.61 lakh crore rupees have been provided to more than 11 crore farmers across the nation. The Prime Minister reached Ranchi last night for his 2-day visit to Jharkhand. He was welcomed by Governor C.P. Radhakrishnan and Chief Minister Hemant Soren at Birsa Munda Airport. Election campaign for single-phase assembly elections in Madhya Pradesh and second phase of polling in Chhattisgarh will conclude this evening. Polling for all 230 assembly constituencies of Madhya Pradesh and for 70 out of the total 90 constituencies in Chhattisgarh under second phase will be held on the 17th of this month. In Madhya Pradesh, prominent leaders of all parties will campaign vigorously in the state throughout the day. BJP leaders including Union Minister Smriti Irani, Narendra Singh Tomar, Jyotiraditya Scindia, Prahlad Patel and Fagan Singh Khulaste, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath and Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis will campaign in support of BJP candidates. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge, senior leader Priyanka Gandhi and former Chief Minister Kamal Nath will also campaign to sway the voters in their favour. Other parties including SP, BSP, AAP and Janata Dal U will also leave no stone unturned in the campaign. Meanwhile, the Election Commission has so far seized cash and material worth 331 crore rupees in Madhya Pradesh. More from our correspondent.
The Election Commission teams have seized 331 crore rupees so far in MP since the implementation of the Model Code of Conduct, of which 38 crore is cash. Apart from this, more than 31 lakh litre of illicit liquor of 62 crore rupees, jewellery of 92 crore and other items of around 121 crore rupees were also seized. At the same time, 80 cases of paid news have come to light in the state so far, out of which 30 cases have been considered as paid news while 48 cases are under consideration. Voting will be held in Madhya Pradesh on November 17 and the counting of votes will take place on December 3. Sanjeev Sharma, Akashvani News, Bhopal.
In Chhattisgarh, campaigning for second and last phase has reached its final stage. Senior Bharatiya Janata Party leader and Union Home Minister Amit Shah will hold a public meeting today in favour of BJP candidates in Bematara and Korba district. At the same time, Union Minister Anurag Thakur will campaign in favour of the BJP candidate in Navagarh of Bematara district. On the other hand, former National President of Congress Rahul Gandhi will also address a public meeting in favour of the party candidate in Bematara today. In Telangana, the election campaign has been gaining further momentum with top leaders of all major parties in the state taking to roads. Ruling BRS chief K. Chandrasekhar Rao addressing 3-4 public meetings every day, while his party working president K. Taraka Rama Rao is holding roadshows in the districts. PCC President Revant Reddy is addressing 2-3 public meetings in constituencies. BJP State President G. Kishan Reddy and party senior leaders are holding electioneering along with party candidates in the state. More from our correspondent.
Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao has been asking people during his Praja Ashirvada Sabhas that not to be influenced by the enticements being offered by political parties while exercising their vote. He held meetings at Palakurti, Nagarjuna Sagar and Ibrahimpatnam last evening. He will hold public meetings in Nizamabad and Medak districts today. BJP Rajya Sabha member Dr. K. Lakshman has alleged that the BRS and Congress have exploited the people of the state. BJP State President G. Kishan Reddy campaigned in support of the party candidates in Jubilee Hills and Maheshwaram constituencies. PCC President Revant Reddy alleged that the BRS is spreading false propaganda against Congress in connection with implementation of the Raitu Bandhu scheme. Lakshmi, Akashvani News, Hyderabad.
The election campaign for the assembly elections in Rajasthan has now intensified. Leaders of BJP, Congress and other parties are addressing election meetings at various places. Senior BJP leader and Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address an election rally at Betu in Badmer district this afternoon. This is the second election meeting of the Prime Minister after the announcement of election in the state. Congress leader and Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot will also hold election meetings in support of party candidates at 3 places today. More from our correspondent.
Special polling teams are going door to door to voters for home voting. 102-year-old Bhuri Devi of Ghasedi village in Bhinmal Assembly constituency in Jalo district has cast her vote in the ballot box from home. 101-year-old Hira Lal of Jinapur village of Khandar Assembly constituency also used their franchise through home voting. Many disabled people who cast their vote using the home voting facility welcomed this initiative of the Election Commission. A total of 62,927 voters have registered for a home voting facility. Jitendra Dwivedi, Akashvani News, Jaipur.
This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts.
नमस्कार, मैं हूँ स्मृति ईरानी और मैं लेकर आ रही हूँ नई सोच नई कहानी। कहानी संघर्षों की, कहानी कामयाबी की। जी हाँ, आ रही हूँ जल्द हर बुधवार सुबह 9 बजे आकाशवाणी गोल्ड 100.1 पर।
Indian Railways has undertaken a series of initiatives this festive season to ensure maximum comfort for the travellers without compromising on quality of service delivery. Around 1,700 special trains are being run across India. 26 lakh berths have been made available this festive season, which is a record number. Elaborate crowd control arrangements have been made at all major and important railway stations, where huge crowds are predicted to reach for travelling to various destinations for celebrating festivals. Government Railway Police and Railway Protection Force staff have been deployed at footover bridges to regulate crowds smoothly in order to avoid stampede-like situation during the heavy rush period. In Punjab, the first rail coach restaurant has been opened at Pathankot Cant railway station. This is the second rail coach restaurant of Firozpur division of Northern Railway. Earlier, a rail coach restaurant was running at Sri Mata Vaishno Devi Katra railway station. A report.
This restaurant has been opened under Railway's Restaurant on Wheels or Food on Wheels concept. Railway has given an attractive look of the restaurant with the decoration to one of its old air-conditioned coach. According to Pal Singh, the manager of the restaurant, along with railway passengers, common people will also be able to enjoy the facility of vegetarian food at affordable rates 24 hours, along with fast food. The famous chole bhature and lassi, including different varieties of parathas of Punjab, will also be available here. Sheshu Sharma Shantal, Akashvani News, Jalandhar.
India's wholesale inflation continued to decline for the seventh consecutive month in October. According to data released by Ministry of Commerce and Industry, the wholesale price index WPI recorded a 0.52% decline in October compared to the same period last year. Wholesale inflation recorded a contraction of 0.26% in September. The negative rate of inflation in October 2023 is primarily due to fall in prices of chemicals and chemical products, electricity, textiles, basic metals, food products, paper and paper products, etc. as compared to the corresponding month of previous year. In the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup, India will take on New Zealand in the first semi-final at Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai today. The match will start at 2 p.m. This is the second time that the two teams will be facing off each other in a World Cup semi-final. The last one was in 2019. The Wankhede Stadium, which is known for its high-scoring encounters, India had secured an impressive 300-run two-run triumph against Sri Lanka earlier in the tournament. Akashvani will broadcast live commentary both in English and Hindi of the first semi-final encounter from 1:30 p.m. till the end of the match. In the second semi-final, Australia will lock horns with South Africa at Eden Gardens in Kolkata tomorrow. In Uttarakhand, the portals of sacred Kedarnath and Yamunotri Dham shrine will be closed for winter on the festival of Bhaiya Dooj this morning. After the puja amid Vedic chanting, the portals of the Kedarnath temple will be closed for the devotees at 8:30 a.m. Over 19,57,000 devotees visited Kedarnath, while more than 7 lakh devotees visited Yamunotri Dham this year. And now, for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Anita Anand.
Thank you, Pramod. NMP Prime Minister hits out at Congress. Fake promises will not work is the lead in the Hindustan Times. Congress will be swept in BJP's MP storm. Modi is the lead in the Asian Age, and the Pioneer has on its front page the headline, Murkhon ke Sardar jeers Modi. PM was speaking at 3 rallies and slams Rahul for claiming everyone in India has Chinese phones. Mostly all papers have on their front page the passing away of Subrata Roy, maverick founder of Sahara Group and legendary hotelier T.S. Oberoi, popularly known as Bicky. All papers have covered the deteriorating air quality in the capital. The Tribune headlines, Delhi AQI back to severe no let-up in straw burning cases as the index stood at a very poor 397. And with that, it's back to you, Pramod.
Thank you, Anita. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to launch Pradhan Mantri Particularly Vulnerable Tribal Groups Development Mission from Khunti district of Jharkhand this morning. Prime Minister to also release 15th installment of PM-KISAN scheme worth 18,000 crore rupees and launch Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra. Campaigning for single-phase assembly elections in Madhya Pradesh and second phase of polling in Chhattisgarh to end this evening. Railway is running around 1,700 special trains across India and creates record number of 26 lakh additional berths this festive season. India's wholesale inflation continues to decline for 7th consecutive month in October. And in ICC Men's Cricket World Cup, India to take on New Zealand in first semi-final in Mumbai today. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.